Meme coins, it's all about speed, mindset, and being early. Most people don't realize this, but the traders that are actually making real money in this space are insanely open-minded and fast to adopt these new metas. Like for example, if I open up the top 100 CallScan wallets, these wallets have millions of dollars in profits. Like Cupsy alone has made over $22 million this meme coin season. And let me tell you one thing, none of these wallets really care if a coin is overly sniped, overly bundled, or if that coin really has a website or a community or any socials. They are literally aping into trash coins with barely any branding, no community, no websites, but they're still making huge money off of it. Let me show you guys a recent example. There was this coin called Tokabu, and it was a complete scam. It had zero socials. It was connected with a goofy website. It was straight up a clone of another coin that launched just a few days ago. Like there is literally a coin which was created 1 month ago and it is at 8.6 million in market cap, but still people ended up buying this coin, pumping it to the moon. People made money off of it. The dev probably made a bag off of it, and then it completely dumped. Like it was a straight up rug pull, but I still made a solid return off of it. Why? Because I understood the pattern, I understood the volume, and most importantly, because of the pattern, I understood how the bundlers and how the snipers are actually acting. Like if we take a look at its pattern, this is a typical pattern of a heavily bundled coin. If you can see the movement, it is just complete pumps and dumps. And as soon the coin got migrated, it gave a last pump and then it completely dumped in a complete farming pattern. 98% of the meme coins that are launching daily are straight up rug pulls. They are straight up scams, but some of these scams even end up running to millions. Despite being pure garbage, these coins end up getting crazy amount of attention and crazy amounts of volume, which can benefit you as well. Now some of these coins, even the one that ends up as rug pulls, can actually be tied to a current meta that is going on. There could be derivatives or clones of that coin that is the forefront of that meta as well. It could be news, it could be AI LARP, it could be a tweet from Big QL or someone who has an influence like Elon Musk, like you name it. It can be anything, and it can also be just a complete shitcoin with no backing. You will see green candles, you will see volume fly in, and it will feel like you have actually caught something that can go up to multi-million. But behind the scenes, it is just pure manipulation. These coins are designed to use you as an exit liquidity. The people who created them or sniped early are just waiting for enough hype to dump on you. That's it. They are basically there just to use you and exit liquidity. And basically, if you even go on CallScan and you see these millions of dollars of profit, where someone has made millions, someone has lost millions as well. Well, that's the harsh reality of this game. It is just like Fortnite or any other game. It is complete PvP. It is player versus player, and if you are not going to play smart, you are going to lose. Now the most critical part here is your execution. To play these coins properly, you need the best tools. You need the fastest trading bots, you need solid wallet trackers, you need Twitter trackers, you need tools that will help you monitor all the activities. Now some of these tools can be paid as well. Like the Twitter tracker I use is paid. The AI filtering bot I use sometimes is completely paid. Now if you're a beginner or if you're someone who just can't afford these tools, there is nothing to worry about, because honestly what you really need is the knowledge to execute these trades with perfect timing, because here's how it plays out most of the time. Coin launches, you ape in, dips a bit, and then you might just panic sell the coin because you are not experiencing a very volatile pump, and boom, the moment you sell that coin, the coin starts to pump. And sometimes it might actually happen that you are going to ape into the coin, it pumps a bit, and then you just sell out of it, and then that coin goes full parabolic. Well, that usually happens, and to be very honest, it still happens with me, because most of the tickers that are, you can say, good tickers or something that is involving smart money activity are already bought by the top KOLs, by the top wallets that most people are already copy trading. So these coins usually show a very strong initial pump. You will probably experience FOMO in these coins, and that's why you will probably buy the top or a point in that coin which is projected to go downwards, and when you're going to sell it, either the coin is going to pump a lot or you will end up selling in a loss. So in this video we will actually get to know how you can get the perfect buying points and the perfect selling points by only reading the volume patterns, by only reading how the bundlers or how the snipers or insiders are acting. This coin is actually a very good example of how these bundled coins usually end up, and how you can actually get a perfect entry into these coins and make a lot of money, because as you can see, it gave a strong initial pump. After migration, it completely dumped. This is such a perfect example because as you can see, after an initial pump, it completely dumped, and then the bundlers would have started working, and after the bundlers started working, after migration, coin dumped again because they knew that there are legit wallets involved into this coin and they didn't really wanted to reward them, so they completely dumped the coin from here. And then as you can see, this is a complete farming pattern. This is a complete pattern where a lot of bundlers would have been involved. Like as you can see here, they completely bundled the coin, and when the traders started questioning themselves, they started to fall for the FOMO trap. They eventually ended up investing into this coin, and of course that's when these people ended up selling their positions. It was not a complete sell-off in a straight line, but they ended up selling their positions in a complete farming pattern to extract more out of them. As you can see here, nothing here is organic except this pump right here, and after it, the volume started to move like the pyramids of Giza, complete pumps and dumps, and even the traders who have hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit have lost their money in this coin. So if an experienced trader couldn't resist the temptation, he literally bought the top of this coin and then sold, then you can imagine how impossible it is to resist the temptation of these pumps for a common man, because this is probably how things will go for an inexperienced trader. The coin will pump a bit, he will experience FOMO, he will probably buy into that coin, it will dump a bit, and due to his past experience with other coins, he will sell that coin. It will pump again, just like this chart, it will pump again, he will experience FOMO, he will buy in, and then he will again sell at loss, and sometimes he might just hold the coin, and this is what he will experience: a complete sell-off, a complete farm. Now most of the traders out there are going to get completely farmed, and that is the major reason why some of these traders make millions of dollars, because you are the one being used as an exit liquidity. So yeah, it is pretty obvious that if someone is making money out there, someone is losing as well. This is complete PvP. These categories or markets only rewards the cheaters or those who are extremely fast, who are open-minded, and who are experienced. Now to be awarded by these markets, or to actually guarantee 70 to 80% win rate, you have to do these three things, and these are necessary. The other 20 to 30% are completely reliant on luck, and I'm saying this because there are traders out there who have millions of dollars in profits, but they are still out there making losses as well. So you have to keep one thing in your mind, that some coins will give you a 2x or maybe lesser than a 2x. Some coins will go full parabolic, and for others you might sometimes have to take small losses and move on. Now to actually become one of the winning traders, you need to understand volume patterns, you need to understand bundled entries as well. Now most of these bots out there like GMGN or Axiom, they usually do show the bundlers in a specific token, or the insiders or the snipers as well, but usually this data here is pretty slowly updated. Like if the bundlers have left the coin, or the snipers or the insiders have left the coin, those who had a huge holding in that coin, it will usually update after the whole scenario has taken place. So you pretty much have to calculate these bundled entries or the sniper or insider holdings, and you have to realize that if they are selling or if they are entering into a coin on your own. And how you can do it is actually pretty easy. By just viewing the trading pattern or the whole volume pattern of coin, you can pretty much get to know if the volume here is artificial or organic. Now just for the sake of explaining you guys this topic, I took a trade with a very small amount just for this topic, and we did 100% or a 2x on it, which is not a huge deal for meme coins. And I also hit the section where they show if a coin is bundled or not by the Twitter alert. Now this coin is actually doing good. It is right now at 75k, which means that if I would have held my holdings, it would have been like a 3 or a 4x even, but still it is just for the sake of explaining this topic. Now what I realized in this coin is that it actually gave initial pump, which is usually because of the dev buy, and then it started to move in a very consistent pattern, which means that it was not pumping or dumping, it was not doing the pyramids of Giza thing. So over here we can see the consistency between these candles, and then soon as the bundler over here started working, the coin went to a good price, giving me a 2x. Now the same thing happened after a while. It showed a consistent pattern, it dumped a bit, and over here probably the people who achieved a 2x just sold, right? And then the bundling started again, and probably at this point or either at this point. Now this is something which I cannot really confirm, because the bot will show that the bundlers are decreasing at this point, but I think that bundlers usually decreased at this point. This was the organic buying by probably the smart money wallet, and then as you can see the coin went full parabolic over 280k, which means that if I would have holded my holdings, this would have been an easy 10x. Now this is a live example example that I've shown you on the video itself. Now at starting it would have been probably at 60 to a 70% bundlers rate, but right now it is only at 15%. It even went to 8%, but I think that at this very point the bundling has started again by its devs, and this coin is probably going to dump from here. Basically, I hope that you guys now know on how you can easily track these bundlers or these snipers or insiders by just viewing the trading pattern or the volume pattern. It is very easy, because let's suppose if there's an initial pump because of the devs buy, there is going to be a smaller dump, and that is where the bundlers will start working, and that is where you're going to see these wallets like Cupsy's wallet or Letterbox or Pandora's wallet buying. Basically, the smart money will actually buying at this point, and they are actually going to take a gamble on this, because as I said, it is 20 to 30% completely dependent on luck on new pairs, and then you are going to see a consistency in the chart itself and the trading pattern itself. And if there is not a major dump, now the dump is actually dependent on the meta. Let's suppose if the meta is something which is relatable, or which is attention seeking, or which is something which is popular or can be posted by someone who is influential, then I don't think that you are going to see a dump after consistency. Then you're only going to see a pump, and then you just have to track the same thing again and again. That's how easy it is. What I will recommend you all is that you need to have the best tools for a faster execution. You need to be early on metas, and you need to have balls. Sometimes you are going to lose money, but you are going to learn a lot from it as well. Don't just fall for FOMO traps, or don't just go ahead and panic sell. Don't sell at small dumps, and don't buy at small pumps if you don't have conviction for that coin. If you don't feel that that coin is going to pump, and if you don't feel that that certain meta is strong, doesn't really matter if that coin at the end of the day ends up running to a 10x. It doesn't really matter if Cupsy buys into that coin, or it doesn't really matter if any good trader out there buys into that coin. If you personally feel that that coin is not going to pump, if you personally don't have any conviction in that coin, then don't buy that coin. Only buy into those coins if you know how to control your emotions, if you know that you should not panic sell, if you know that you should not fall for FOMO traps. What I would recommend is that you should download the best tools. I will provide all of their links in the description as well. So here's what you need to do: set up your tools, get your trading plugins or bots ready, lock in your wallet and trader trackers, then start completely scanning for coins tied to a strong meta, or even complete shitters, as long as there's smart money activity in them. Once you have found that coin, implement the same and complete strategy I just shared with you, only with the money that you can afford to lose. Let me tell you something: if you're working hard, if you understand what you're doing, and you're not just taking random guesses, you are going to make money in this space. Like recently I posted a complete insider play that was then posted by Diddy himself. Diddy has 14 million followers on Twitter, so I made life-changing money on this coin just in an hour. And as you can see, I actually posted this tweet 5 hours ago where I said that, let me give you guys a little insider info, accuracy chance of 70%. Diddy will be launching a coin for free Diddy campaign. And what happened? Diddy launched a coin just 1 hour ago, and it literally had a complete contract address. It was not some bullshit name or a ticker. It literally had a complete contract address, and it is still on Diddy's page. So this guy has 14 million followers on Twitter. So it is crazy how I made over 370x in profit. I don't really just want to reveal how much I really made, but it is what it is. And if you're working hard, you are going to make money in this space. And usually people say that don't go for a 9 to 5, go for entrepreneurship. Man, I'm out there trading meme coins for a living, and I'm literally staring on a single screen. Wait, not a single screen, there are a total of 3 screens that I have, and I'm feeling so sleepy right now as well. But anyways, I'm still working hard, even though I've made life-changing amounts of money just off of one single trade and in 1 hour. I'm still working hard, I'm still posting content, I'm still trying my best. Like, I literally stare on a fucking screen for over 16 hours daily. I'm still working hard, I'm still posting content, I'm still trying my best. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like on this video and to subscribe on this channel.